You know, at this point, I am pretty much convinced that I am actively trying for people not to watch my videos. I just get this out of the way right at the beginning. I am in no way condoning child abuse. This is also a good time to say that there probably won't be that many jokes in today's video. I tried my hardest to find the best child rape humor, and crazy enough, found none. I'm also a teensy little bit sick if you haven't noticed. Don't get too close to your screen. Pedophiles are, I would have to assume, kind of the last group that people collectively hate. They're the lowest on the totem pole when it comes to prisons, and on the outside world, they're pretty much just ostracized from the entire population. But is that a good thing? Two things happened to me this week. The first was that I listened to the most recent episode of This American Life, which, if you're not listening to either the podcast or to the radio show, you really should. It's a phenomenal production. Be a Nike, just do it. Ugh, that was terrible. I apologize. Not as terrible as child rape. Jokes are unnecessary. So on this episode, there was a teenager who realized that he was a pedophile. Which, I mean, how would you even handle that? What this teenager did was to seek help from a psychiatrist. He made his mother take him to one of these people to help him, and it did not really go all that well. A lot of psychiatrists, even to this day, are not really that well equipped to deal with these situations. They are there to report rather than to heal. And even though this teenager had never went out and tried to hurt a child and was actively trying to find a way not to do that, he was shunned, and his mother was told about what was going on. So kudos to that mother who was able to find a specialist who was better able to treat her son. Now that teenager, while still identifying as a pedophile, does still find attractions to people his own age, but he's also created this support group for other teenagers who identify as pedophiles. So the second thing that happened to me this week is that I watched a film from 2004 called The Woodsman. It stars Kevin Bacon as a man who was just leaving prison after a lengthy sentence for molesting young girls and trying to find his way now in society. Oh, this is such a hard topic to talk about. So this fictionalized story is a little bit different than that real life story of the teenager in that Walter, the Kevin Bacon character, really doesn't want to change himself until the very, very end of the movie. Which, side note, with this film and Breaking Bad, Walter has now been crossed off the potential names list of my future children. Hannibal, though, still a possibility. So I liked the movie, though it is a tough watch. There's especially this one scene that happens in it where Walter finds himself alone with this young girl on a park bench, and even though nothing bad actually happens in this scene, I have not been as uncomfortable or upset at a movie in a very long time. So Walter realizes that he needs help, so he goes out and seeks it. But what this fictionalized man and this real-life teenager show me is that our society really needs to focus more on treatment than punishment. Now, if someone has abused a child or is actively thinking about abusing a child, that is a completely different matter. I have talked about in the past how I was molested when I was a young kid and how much that has messed me up as an adult. However, when somebody knows that there's something wrong with them and they need to get help, we don't need to lock them up or to push them away. We need to embrace them. Pedophiles is a hard topic to talk about. No one really likes doing it. But if we as a society want to become better, we need to open this up and not keep things in the dark, because that is where evil lies. So, what do you think? Are pedophiles completely evil and deserve no sympathy? Or is it more nuanced than that? Let me know down in the comments below. I'm also going to be putting a bunch of links down in the description below so you can explore this issue more if you so choose. I imagine this to be a bit of a hot topic. My name is Kyle. I will see you all again next Thursday.